We're getting heckled. We're getting heckled. All right, I thought we're just going to start post-game on the pitch because we're getting heckled. And what a natural way to start. And everybody's all happy and joyful today. The Sounders win 3-0. They are 3-0-1. We try to practice this before their last night, their last 4 games. I'm Osfida Maraire, Stephen Agen, John Marshall, Radio Cascadia, Russell Brown of CascadiaSports.net. Post game on the pitch, and less talking from me because I got some heavyweight starter here. Here we go from right. Will Bruin starts the game, and I thought you said he played a pretty good game.
Yeah, very well. Very good game for him today. Gets the goal in the 8th minute. Schmetzer makes the decision to play Bruin instead of Montero this week. And Schmetzer didn't say that was anything in particular, more of, giving a guy's chances. Will plays really well as a hold-up target forward and really excelled today at being the guy that can get the ball up top, hold on to possession, get it off, and distribute to a teammate. Made a lot of great passes throughout the game in his time on the field. And really, the opening goal is just a perfect instance of him seeing Cristian, knowing that Cristian likes to put balls to the curl back to the far post. And so he makes that run there, beats the defender off the backside of the defender, and makes it 1-1 or 1-0, I should say. 8 minutes in, perfect start for Sounders.
Right, you talked about a striker. One of the discussions that's there is, as a player, if you're a winger and a striker, does that change? And you've got some great analysis on that, and Jordan Morris switching for both those positions.
Jordan's an interesting guy, right? We know that he wants to play striker, and he often plays winger for the Sounders in his time here. He did get to play both positions today, and he had quite a few chances. And in the press box, we were asking, what standard should he be judged by? Should he be judged as a winger? Should he be judged as a goal scorer? He certainly had the opportunities that a striker gets today. And it was interesting in the locker room to hear Masvidal ask him about whether he changes much in his game when he switches position out on the field, essentially answering the question for us, how would you like us to judge you? And sure enough, Morris says, I play like a striker no matter how I'm out there, no matter where I am out there. And so I suppose the conclusion to this is that Jordan could have had a couple more today if he used his left foot and had been a bit more clinical as a striker. That's a pretty little nitpick there for a 3-0 win on a nice Saturday afternoon, though.
I don't know. I think that's good analysis. Well said. And then Russell?
Yeah, the shutout's always a big thing. Last week against LAFC, you disappointed to get that win, ended up drawing 1-1, but to have Steph Fry get the clean sheet in his 300th appearance with the club, I think it's a good testament and it's a good, show. Obviously, supporting Kansas City at the bottom of the table, we talked about building up this week. They're a dangerous club, and they talked about that and how they tactically play. It's dangerous when they play Seattle. There's a feud going on there that you heard from the crowd. So there's so much emotion, but to come out, have a clean game, talked about we could add more goals, but at the end of the day, anytime you shut out a club, it's a good day. It's a good day.
And I know, Schmetzer, we were tongue-in-cheek kind of played this off. You follow MLS, especially the Western Conference, more than anybody else I know, which is great. Was this really a grudge match and that they don't tell us as the media and something they said in the team? I want everybody to kind of take a take on that. Let's start with Steve.
I thought Schmetzer talking about the collective, right? KC coming here twice last year and beating Seattle both times. I think there are a lot of ball players in that locker room who want to win games and focus on that kind of thing.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree. Anytime you have something, especially a rivalry, something that happened last year that carries over, you want to win. So players felt it. It's professional not to say it, but they feel it.
Yeah, both Bruin and Morris kind of commented it a little bit in their post-game questioning. Bruin really said it was more about the fact that they beat Seattle 2 times here last year. Morris said he enjoys hearing the boos. It really kind of fires them up and gets them going, but that they all seem to be playing it at least very close to their chest if there is a grudge that they carry there. And Schmetzer mentioned that Cristian had said that he's over it, he's past it, and that the club weren't really thinking about the drama from last year's game and more thinking about the fact that Kansas City's won a lot against this Sounders side.
All right, hard stop. All right, we said all the pom-pom stuff. Each one of you, one thing that you nitpick that you consider the Sounders need to improve on. You know what I'm saying? Let's just we'll start with just Popcorn, either wants to start.
I'll say nitpicking a little bit off of what was said before is finishing the chances you have in front of you. Sometimes you're not going to be up 3-0 and you need that next goal. So just being more clinical with your finishing.
Sounders scored early and then got complacent. We've seen them do that a number of times this year. They kind of switch off after they think they're comfortable. Definitely happened for about an hour today, and it will bite them again this season.
Yeah, minutes 20 to 45, Sounders were really almost lackadaisical. Passes weren't coming off cleanly. Lazy passes, poorly weighted passes. They seem to have just kind of sat back too much. I want to see them really put the foot to the gas pedal, come out, and they had a lot of chances in that first half to add an extra goal. It would be nice to see them put 2 or 3 in the first half and be able to coast in the second, than to get the 1 goal and seem to coast a little bit after that.
Yeah, and I would say the root cause of that is they go to one side and they keep trying to cram it on the one side in terms of ball, as opposed to getting in the middle. And I'd like to see them switch it in those lulls that you all are talking about. I think that's the problem. The person to connect the one side to the other side is staying too focused on the one side. So, as always, Russell Brown of CascadiaSports.net, Stephen Agen of Radio Cascadia, John Marshall of Radio Cascadia. You guys are fantastic. Appreciate you. Appreciate everybody listening. Thanks for watching and listening on Post Game on the Page.